Welcome back. In this session, I will explain normal forms based on primary keys, goals of normalization, advantages of normalization, disadvantages of normalization. This comes under chapter 4. This is called session 21. Usually, database normalization, it is a technique. It is one type of technique to organize the contents of tables for the transaction databases and database warehouses. See, in general, I will give one example here. In a file-oriented system, we will maintain two types of files, master file and transaction file. If you want to do any changes in data, you have to use the transaction, because master file is a permanent file. You should not use the master file for any transaction. If you use it, you may lost data. Then very difficult to recover the data. Like that, same thing can be do in normalization. It is a technique. Here what we will do? We will organize the contents of the table for transaction databases and data warehouses. If you want to do anything, any operations, maybe insertion, deletion, updation, you have to do it in the transaction table. You should not touch the original database. You should not use the original database. By mistake, if you use it, sometimes data may be lost. Once you lost the data, very difficult to recover it. You can't get the original data, because updated data will be stored when you use the main database. That's why you have to create the transaction database. There you can do whatever you want here, but it will not affect the original database. If you do any modification or any changes here, then finally, if it is pakka, if it is okay, then only you can update in the main database. For this purpose, you are going to use the normalization. So let us see goals of normalization. First one, arrange the data into logical grouping. Logical grouping, not physical grouping. Physical grouping means that it is stored inside the computer with the unique number, that is called address. Logically, you group it. That each group describes a small parts of the whole. Logically, you create it. Logically, you group into several pieces of the whole. In normalization, whole will be logically grouping into several pieces. Second one, minimizing the amount of duplicate data stored in a database. When you use the normalization, as much as possible, we can avoid the duplication of data. Duplication should not be happened in your database. If it is happened, It is not correct database. Here, as much as possible, we can avoid it. See, I will give the general example. You will give the number to the students. That number is called what? A register number. It will not duplicate. If it is duplicate, that is very dangerous, because if it is duplicate, many students will get the same marks or same marks card. That's why duplication should not be happened. When you use the normalization, we can avoid the duplication. That's another goal of the normalization. Third one, organizing the data. It will organize the data. Organization of data is very important in database. So, you know that in a DBMS, database administrator is there. The main responsibility of DBA, database administrator, organization of data. Where to store, how to store, and he has to give the security for the data. He has to organize the data properly. Usually, you know that in DBMS, data should be organized row wise and column wise. Row is nothing but a tuple, column is nothing but a domain. Here we are going to create the table. There is a primary key, there is a foreign key, and there is a candidate keys. By making of keys, what you can do? You can extract, you can read to the particular database. Next, building a database. Another goal of the normalization is what building a database. Building of database is what very important. Creation of database is very important. Properly we have to create. If you create properly, then easily we can organize the data, because there is no redundancy. If you organize data improperly, which leads to lossless, we may lose some of informations. Building of database is there, that is very important. Once you build the database properly, then maintenance is very easy. Organization is also very easy, and you can avoid the duplication of data. These are main goals of normalization. You know that main aim of normalization is what It is a technique. Organize the contents of the tables for transaction wise and database various wise. Goals logically create the subgroups to avoid the duplication of data, organize the data properly, building the data properly. All this comes under normalization. Normalization will take care on logical grouping of data, duplication of data, organization of data, building of data. Next, we will pass on to advantage of normalization. When you use any technique, it should be useful. Now let us see what are advantages of normalization. It maintains more efficient data structure. More efficient, because it has to maintain the data properly. If you lose the data, that is totally waste of technique. Next, avoids redundant fields or columns. When you use the normalization, it will avoid the redundant fields or column. Fields should not be duplicated, columns should not be duplicated. It will concentrate on avoiding of duplication of fields or columns. If we avoid the duplication, we can store the data properly in database. This is done by the normalization. It is maintain a more flexible data structure. It should work for all. It should work for anywhere, anytime. Data structure should be flexible. This is done by the normalization. Next, better understanding of data. That is very important. First, we have to understand the data, what it is. What is the meaning of data? How much columns are there? How much rows are there? Meaning of each column, meaning of each row. What is the purpose of each column? What is the purpose of each row? Which is the primary key? Which is the candidate key? Which is the foreign key? These are all done by the normalization. Minimizing data duplication. Normalization usually will concentrate on to avoid data duplication. See, once you store the data in database, if there is no duplication, your data is pakka. In future, nothing will happen. If there is a duplication, in future may occur many problems in the database. Like we can't get the proper database. Next, easy to maintain. Once you use the normalization, maintenance of database is very easy, because normalization will understand the data, first point. It will understand the data structure. Efficiently it will use the data structure. It will avoid the fields and columns duplication. That's why maintenance is very easy. Easily we can maintain the data. That's why we are going to use the normalization. In any database, they will concentrate on normalization. Once normalization is success, our data is safe, DBM is working properly, and client will be happy. These are all main advantages of normalization. That's why nowadays this technique in DBM is very popular, because it will not at a time it will not concentrate on whole. It will divide into several pieces. Once you divide into several pieces, easy to maintain, easy to understand, easy to store the data. If you want to get the whole, you combine all sub pieces to get the whole. That is done by the normalization. That's why normalization is very important in database. Next, we'll pass on to disadvantages of normalization. In any technique, in any method, there is merits and demerits. Now let us see what are demerits in normalization. See, we cannot start building the database before you know what the user needs. Here, when you can start the building the database, you should understand the user needs. Before that, we cannot start the normalization. First, we have to understand the needs of user. Based on that, we can build the database. Second one, on normalization, the relation to higher normal form. Next, it is very time consuming because whole will be divided into sub. Again, sub will be divided into sub. For this, it will take more time because there is a dependency. Suppose if I take 125, in normalization 1 will be separated, 2 will be separated, 5 will be separated. 1 to 5, there is a dependency on 125. Carefully, we have to divide into several pieces. Suppose 125 is there. I will give a simple example. 125 is there. I will make one is one piece, 2 is another piece, 5 is another piece. By mistake, in place of 5, if it takes 6, that is not correct. For this, logically grouping of sub pieces is there. No? Before that, you have to divide into several pieces. For this, it takes more time. Next, careless decomposition. In normalization, sometimes it will be careless decomposition. If it is a careless decomposition, then it is entire thing is waste. In these cases, normalization will be failure. First one, if you want to build the data, first you have to understand the needs of user. After that, relation to higher normal forms. Here very difficult, time consuming, because logically we have to divide into several pieces. For that it will take more time. If you want to get the whole again, we have to collect together. It take more time. In this case, it take more time in normalization. If you do careless decomposition, normalization will be failure. This is about what a disadvantage of normalization. Thank you. See you in the next session.